Goebel, the former Miami high school teammate. 6 points in the blowout loss the other night for New Orleans at home against a Utah team that's beaten them all 3 times this year. Bill Armstrong scores, so 2 threes along with 172 steals. And there's your league leader in steals. Chris Paul took it away from Chalmers, gave it back to Butler, and Rasul on the finishing end.
You got to be careful around Chris Paul, just like you do around Dwayne Wade.
You know he's got to hate picking up 2 quick ones. Chris Paul scoring over the outstretched arm of Jermaine O'Neal, all 5 Hornets.
He's a better defender playing on the court with McGlure, who kind of guides him back there and where to go, off the ball. And that last move down here, the Heat bench thought McGlure got banged on that inside.
1.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Chris Paul. Chalmers didn't go for that fake, but Paul got him on the second move. Paul on his second try. Yeah, Chris Paul, for a little guy, he takes no prisoners on the paint in the first half. Here's Paul on the drive, pitching out for Page's 3. It's good.
Oh, man, it's tough not to help on Chris Paul when he gets into the lane area. Coach Spolstra, how many times D-Wade has figured it out as the game has gone along? When it looks like he's struggling, he usually comes back stronger as the game progresses.
Yeah, but in this quarter, they're going to need a lot more of that. Paul on the turn for 2 and a foul. Chalmers committing his second foul, and Chris Paul revving up his engine.
Coming off the high screen, we told you there's going to be many screens tonight. He just came off the high screen. Chalmers got caught a little bit, and as he tried to come back, he
also has 5. And here's Paul splitting the D, looking both ways and finding Armstrong for the uncontested dunk. In terms of point guard play, that's about as good as it gets.
Amazing how he gets into the lane
from inside and beyond the arc.
Yeah, sometimes you fall in love with that shot. And there's Chris Paul again, pick and roll again, hitting his big man as he goes to the basket. You try to keep Paul, the screen rolling to the rim, not just again, but with the handoff that time, which is just like a pick and roll. And there the Heat are down 12.
Under 3 minutes left, third period. Low scoring. Marks with a 2-handed crusher off a perfect setup by Chris Paul. That's his 6th assist.
He's the leader in assists in the NBA the last 2 years. It takes a little bit longer hitting Marks inside. The Heat are down 6 when we come back. He made.
It has been a rough night for the rookie point guard. Great pass by Paul, and it's powered in by Sean Marks. All 6 of Marks' points have come in the set. Chalmers, Wade, Beasley, McGlure, and James Jones on the floor for Miami. Paul hanging and hitting.
That inside-out dribble, Eric. Like the ball is an extension of his arm. When
he's down by 2, 6.5 left in this one. Paul directing traffic, now shooting the open jumper. 4 points in a row for Chris Paul.
And that's what the great ones do. They
point New Orleans lead, 5:15 to go. Shot clock at 4. And Paul missing the teardrop, but not the second try. He's got 8 fourth quarter points now. 10 remaining in the game. Stojakovic for 3.
Oh my, Chalmers coming at him. Again, nothing bothers that man. People are closing out on him.
Defending Chris Paul, but he's made a switch there.
Good job by James also guarding Stojakovic. He's not going to leave him here. They'd rather give up that 2 than have Stojakovic bury a 3. So at 40 at halftime, they now have 74.
Miami's a stop and a rebound away from jubilation. Paul doesn't give it to him. Chris Paul driving in.
Guard in the NBA, you go to him, he delivers. Coming off that screen, I don't know if there's anybody better in the NBA. That time he just went by himself, one-on-one off the dribble. And not allow the 3-point shot to get off.
6 seconds left. Now 4. Loose ball. It's Butler with 2, with 1, a 3 to tie. He did it! He did it! He drained it at the buzzer, and we're going to overtime on a desperation 3. Rasul found a pot of gold.
Wow, Eric, we had the line on it. It happened right in front of us.
The 7th for Miami. They're 5-1 in OT. Coach, it looked like a scrambled, unsettled situation. Loose ball. Clock winding down. Butler over 2 defenders. A red light special for Rasul. He lights the lamp. His first triple of the night, only his 7th point of the game. And how do you sit 20,000 people down in a hurry?
Oh, man.
Just like that.
How about no rim, perfect shot. It's almost like you designed the play. Ball looks like it's going out of bounds right in front of us there. We saw he had the perfect angle. He buried it, and we're going overtime. In the overtime, Eric, both teams get 2
minutes in overtime. Shot clock is down to 3.
Yeah, you got O'Neal on Chris Paul.
25 points for Paul. He scored 12 game ahead of the 76ers. Atlanta also won tonight's game. And there's a score inside by David West, so they get the first 4 here in the overtime.
Chris Paul gets 2, and watch David West on this play. There was really no screen, and Chris Paul waited for him.
Coming up empty so far here in overtime. If you're just joining us, here's how we got here. Miami was up 3. Oh, excuse me, I thought we were going back to the last play of regulation. That's West scoring 6 straight overtime, the clear-cut play of the game. Look at Butler just inside the timeline. That brought rain, and it brought tears to the eyes of Heat fans. Miami was so close to winning this in regulation, and over both